My dear friend, hello, how are you? Myself Vijay Kumar. As this is my new channel, that is the Vijay Kumar part in the English version, because many of my reader do not know the Hindi language, and my the 10 books are in English. Yesterday, I introduced with my the book that is known as the Blender of Blasphemy. This is the second day, and this is my second book, that is Lament of Sinzar, Tears of Yazidi Woman, published at the Shaswat publication, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. You can search, you can purchase this book online on the Amazon, Flipkart, or direct from the Shaswat publication, Bilaspur. Although I had written my email ID in the previous blog, that is the first blog of my English channel, Vijay Kumar Pa. This is the book Lament of Sinzar. This book is the reflection of the cruelty against Kafir Yazidi women and men by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. As he cited so many verses of Quran and did accordingly. In this book it has been described that how a terrorist used the jurisprudence for save his all evil deeds. Though according to the civil society rules, these all activities cannot be immune, because these deeds are not bad as per some cults or the jurisprudence, which were following by the Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. How such atrocities against the kafir or non-Muslim can be certified as good? Naturally, this is the question. It is still not answerable anybody, though many scholars are also trying to hide such activities by their cunning approach. But everything is now crystal clear due to information technology. And in this book, disclosure all the irrelevant and anti-human evil deeds which were committed by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi against kafir or the non-Muslims. This is the book which is based on such type of stupidity in the favor of certain group and coward people who have no dare to expose it. So this is the tiny effort to expose the reality of the Islam. Though some people suppose Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was real hero, as we have written many Quranic verses and jurisprudence in this book. He was hero according to this ideology, though according to humanity, he was a monster only to humiliate the people on the base of the cult. And he did accordingly, hate spreading and killing the innocent people on the basis of his jurisprudence of the stupidity according to Islam. So this book is the reflection of the atrocity of cruelty against the Yazidi women by the Islamic jurisprudence. Islam always created nuisance. As we can see in the Bahrain, some Islamic miscreants or the Islamic followers pelted stone on the procession of the Durga ideal procession to subdue or submerge the Durga ideal in the water, as this is a Sanatan Vedic culture. But not the some miscreant, if any Muslim who is following the Islam as written in the Quran and its description, he is a terrorist. So I have no shame or no shame to say that every Muslim is a terrorist if he is following the reality of Islam, because the Prophet Muhammad was himself a terrorist. The main object of terrorism is to kill the people who are not following the Islam or not following the ideology of the cruelty of the Allah. According to Islam, all the people who are non-Muslim are not a good people, because This Islam is a group of the monsters, Islamic monsters, Islamic goons. The Prophet Muhammad ideology makes a man a terrorist, a robber, a killer, and a barbaric human being. There is no provision in Islam to reform the Islam, because according to the Islamic scholar, Quran is always forever. Means this Gunism of Islam will be run forever whenever a single Muslim is alive on this earth. Then what is the remedy of this disease? The remedy of disease to expose the Islam up to extent, and we have to prove the reality of so-called Prophet Muhammad, that he was a robber, killer, and a purchaser, or the business, or the purchaser, or the agent of the woman. He sold many women of Bani Qurayza in the Najd market, the high altitude land of the Saudi Arabia in present day. So this book discloses the reality of the Islam, or reality of the Prophet. Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi did the same, or committed the same heinous crime as committed by so-called Prophet Muhammad. Such type of Prophet Muhammad who propagated the hate, the killing, the criminology that is known as the Islam, and the book of the Islam is known as the Quran, is the book of the criminology. If we eliminate the criminology, the rapes and the robbery from the Quran, there is nothing in the Quran. Quran is full of the goonism against the non-Muslim and the civil society. The remedy of this incident, which has been occurred in Bahrain yesterday, the only to ban the Quran and Islamic clerics and the Islamic madrasa. United Nations organization must intervene in such type of stupidity, which is a killing machine for the non-Muslim since inception of the Islam. So please read this book, The Lament of Sinzar, Tears of a Yazidi Woman. Those women who were raped by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, as so many Christian Jews, women raped by so-called Prophet Muhammad bin Abdullah. He was not a good person, rather he was similar to a rapist, or the similar or the synonymous of the rapist, robber or killer of the society. This is why everywhere throughout the world, this nuisance is being created by the so-called Muslims, because they are following the such type of person who is so-called prophet of that Muslims, which was a robber, which was a killer, which looted the women of the Banu Qurayza Jewish tribe and sold in the Najd market. So why we should respect such type of person who was killer, robber and the rapist? No Islamic scholar has to dare to protect Prophet, so-called Prophet of the Islam, Muhammad bin Abdullah. My challenge to all the Islamic clerics, that you should come face-to-face debate on any channel or any ground anywhere in the world. Even Al-Azhar University, the University of the Goonism, Islamic Goonism, the Center of Islamic Terrorism, Al-Azhar University, and the Deoband, the Center of the Terrorism of Islamic Goonism, Islamic hooliganism. Islam is just not an ideology, but it is a killing machine. It is a liability to the human society or human values. Some people which are cunning, even the BBC is protecting the such type of heinous ideology which is known as Islam. So this is my tiny effort to accommodate all the heinous crime which were committed by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi after following the teaching of Islam, or the teaching of Muhammad bin Abdullah, so-called prophet of Islam. Thank you very much. See you again.